golf swing is meant to be made in balance. You're not expected to swing your club to establish balance. You are required to produce power in balance, not to produce power and balance. You are expected to produce power only in balance. Therefore, you are expected to establish balance with the start off of the swing until the end. So in this video, we are going to be talking about this, why it is so, how it is to be done. First of all, what we mean by balance? We can divide balance into two pieces. One of them is arms, hands, and club balance, and the other one is the body balance. Body balance has already been discussed in the spiraling up and spiraling down and up swing. Let's grab a towel, wet towel. You are going to take water out of a wet towel by squeezing it with your left hand and right hand, exerting equal and opposing forces to squeeze the water out of wet towel. In two-dimensional case, let's say in putting, our left hand and right hand, equal and opposing forces, we establish a balance here. If they are opposing and equal, we have a balance. But this is in two-dimensional. In the three-dimensional swing case, rule is the same. In gripping the club, exert equal and opposing forces in our left hand and right hand. What does that mean? That means our fingers in our left hand and fingers in our right hand works in opposing directions, and opposing directions twists in opposing directions with equal forces. We have club, we have here a grip here. We are trying to do like this in our left hand, and opposing direction like this in our right hand. Now we have a stable club in our hand. We keep equal and opposing forces in both hands. Our fingers working in equal forces in opposite directions. So the club is in stable position. What does that mean? The club head is in stable conditions. If we continue to gripping the club like this, with these fingers working in equal and opposing forces, twisting up in equal and opposing forces, and continue to have the club with the same grip all over the place, then our club head and club itself, club shaft and club head, will continue to be in stable conditions. That means we have true arms, hands, and club balance. If at the address we have a square club head, then once we established our equal and opposing fingers balance at the butt of the club, then on back swing, down swing, and follow through, we will continue to have the square face of the club. We continue to have stable club head throughout the whole swing altogether. Once we established this club, hands and arm balance, that means our club is in balance, in stable condition. The club move freely with as much speed as you can without disrupting the balance of our club. Freely move throughout the whole swing. Another item in creating balance is to use natural forces created by the club head. You grab the club by the club head, then it's easy for you to do any figure by the club head because there is no weight attached. Once you have grip the club normally, then club head weight disturbs the balance. Club under the force of gravity desire to go down of the club head, disturb the balance. Once you start turning this club head around your spine, it creates natural forces. These natural forces should not be interrupted. Establish your delivery position to the impact in such a way as not to put yourself in a position to react to the club head. That's the whole secret of establishing natural force arrangement of the swing. You should have to put yourself in such a delivery position that you are not going to be obliged to correct the club head. You establish club balance and the natural forces balance. Your swing looks extremely fluid, flowing fluidly around spine. Feeling flow of momentum in a golf swing in such a way as to differentiate the natural forces and modifications of the club head by reacting to natural forces. Natural forces, you are at the top of the backswing like this. This is casting. This is early unfolding your right hand, and you waste all your energy on the way to the ball. Once you identify the feel or desired momentum flow of your golf swing, which is this one, then this is the key for you not to put you in such a position to oblige to arrange the club head and coordinate and disturb your balance and try to re-establish the balance by hand, arm, eye modification, which is blindly, which is dead end. In a swing, if you start manipulating, if you start reacting to the club head by your wrong maneuvering of your body, by not feeling the right momentum path, you will be in that street in blind alley. You know, this is the move. This one. This is the, not this one. Not casting. Early casting the club head. Not this one. This is the. If you get used to feel of normal momentum path, that means you get used to feeling the natural forces, path of